Hello, my name is Jane Faye, and this is my final project. To start off, how I see leadership as something that is malleable and that people grow into, not necessarily have developed already. I think that there are behaviors that do come naturally, but at the same time, there are a lot of behaviors that you do learn through experience. So, my thesis, there's no true definition to leadership. Everyone has their own way of leading and can be successful with their personal style. Leadership styles, they're made up of multiple styles combined into one leadership style, which is your own. If there's productivity and a healthy work environment and good relationships built with leaders and followers, the leader's way of leading could be defined as good. So where I come from, there's situations where I've experienced good leadership and experiences where I've had lousy leadership. So good leadership experiences come from a lot of my sports teams. I grew up on a basketball team. I grew up on the track and field programs, and all of the coaches there have been very well led. Like, they know what they're doing and they know how to motivate their team in order to get the outcome that they desire. And lousy leadership, I have seen that in the work experience a lot. I used to work at Burger King, and working there, it was not very good leadership. There were a lot of times where leaders weren't communicating effectively, and there was a lot of confusion within the workers trying to get stuff done, and the organization just wasn't there. So that's where my lousy leadership experience comes from. Food service doesn't really necessarily seem to have the best leadership. There have been food service experiences that I've had where there is good leadership. I used to work at the Keys Pancake House, and there was great leadership. We were all working as a team, and we were all happy to be there, and it was a really well-oiled machine while I was there. My mission and vision statements. So for my mission statement, as a developing leader, I am committed to increasing my skills, knowledge, and overall productivity in a climate surrounding positivity and fluidity. My mission is to implement confidence into an organization in a way that creates a healthy work environment, dedicated employees, and transparency among a group of people. My vision statement is that I'm growing as a leader, both educationally and personally, to be the best version of myself for the environment I plan to create. Being able to help others reach their goals, feeling appreciated for their work and enjoying their time doing it is essential to a productive atmosphere. So this project is dedicated towards my strengths, but as a leader, I do realize that I have weaknesses, and I feel as though that a strength that a leader should have is realizing those weaknesses and being able to explain them and how they're going to overcome them. So that will be a portion of my project. So for my first strength, for the skills approach, my technical skills, they are very strong. I have a high technical skills score, so that shows that I can create that innovative solutions and those innovative ideas to increase their productivity and efficiency within a group of people. I also have very high human skills score, so this means that I am a people person. This means I can create those positive relationships with people and influence others to lead others. For the behavioral approach, my strength is creating and maintaining relationships, so I can influence people to make them more productive. I can create those relationships with people so that they can be the best versions of themselves. I like to build those relationships so that in order to create that positive work environment to get that success that I want. For authentic leadership, my strengths are self-awareness. I understand that I am who I am, and this allows me to create that authentic leadership style. And this trait allows me to improve my ability to influence others. So knowing where I am and knowing what I have to do can help me really associate with other people and influence them to know what they have to do and the stuff that they have to do to get done to make it a productive work environment. Internalized moral perspective, I also scored very high in that. This means that I can easily create the sense of authentic leadership, and this helps me do what's right based on my morals. I grew up in a very moral-based household, so I see others not as objects, more so as people, and I am very opportune to do what I need to do in order to have them succeed to the best of their ability. So this leads into servant leadership. One of my highest scores is helping others grow and succeed. So building those strong relationships lets the other people know that I genuinely care about their well-being. This creates a sense of loyalty and commitment within my followers, and let people know that I am going to be there for them when they need me, and if they need help, that they are able to reach out. And behaving ethically, like I said, I grew up in a very moral-based household. We had very good ethics. So transparency and honesty, that's a baseline with my followers so that I can create those healthy relationships. It creates that sense of integrity within me and my followers, and it knows that my followers can trust me if so be it. So, and then one of the last things that I want to talk about is adaptive leadership. So this is my ability to regulate distress. I scored very high on. This means that I can tackle difficult situations. I can be calm within a storm. I provide confidence to my followers, and I can help them work through those intense issues. Creating this safe and secure environment enhances my followers' abilities to be productive. So like I said, I wanted to touch on weaknesses because I believe that a strength in a leader is to touch on those weaknesses so that you can get better. So for the skills approach, my conceptual skills, I definitely do need to work on this. I need to create and follow base more off of my mission and vision statements. This will allow me to reflect on my leadership style while I'm having a difficult situation within my leadership. For a behavioral approach, I need to work better on defining roles, my tasks. I'm not very good at clarifying my expectations, and I do tend to realize that my followers get confused with what they have to do. So me being able to strengthen my accountability and setting those realistic expectations and well-defined measurable outcomes, I will be able to improve. So for authentic leadership, I'm scored low on the balanced processing. So this means I need to be more open with other people's ideas, reflecting on attributions I tend to give others. I need to take a step back and see if they're correct or not. I tend to judge a book based on its cover, so realizing that, I am able to take a step back and seeing within myself that I am not just seeing it for what's on the surface. I'm actually understanding what's going on. So for servant leadership, what I scored low on was creating value for the community. So in order to improve this, I would need to increase my concern for the community by going out and partaking in community events and allowing myself to feel that community within the organization that I'm in. And so for adaptive leadership, this is the last one. My weakness was disciplined attention. So I don't really spend a lot of time sticking to a task till it's complete. So being able to work on that and developing constant and disciplined attitude towards challenges, this will help me build that intrinsic motivation within my followers so that they can learn to overcome these obstacles. So in summary, my strengths and weaknesses, they correlate hand in hand, and knowing my strengths and weaknesses from this class allows me to really focus on what I need to do as a leader in order to be the best leader possible for my followers. These topics were chosen because I feel as though that I got the most out of them in this course, and I think that these are the ones that I really want to focus on when it comes to my leadership style. So in conclusion, I believe that the best kind of leader is somebody who is themselves, who is authentic, who can see themselves adapting to the situation and knowing what to do based off of how they've adapted and their experiences. So like I said, there's no true definition of leadership. Everyone has their own way of leading and their own way of being successful with their own personal style. Leadership is made up of multiple styles combined into one leadership style. And if there's productivity, a healthy work environment, and a good relationships built with the leaders and followers, I believe that could be defined as a good leadership style. And I see myself adapting and being a better leader by abiding by my weaknesses. So the weaknesses that I said, I feel as though I could turn those into strengths with just a little bit of help from my own understanding and my own experiences, and learning from my experiences and applying those to the next experiences when they come my way. So in conclusion, I really did enjoy this class, and realizing my leadership style and being able to analyze my leadership style has helped me with the work that I'm doing now. I'm still on the track team here at Utica, so being able to be that senior on the track team and being able to apply these leadership styles with all of the freshmen coming up has been a huge help. So I would just like to thank you for your time, and that I appreciate you listening. My references for this is Northhouse 2021 Leadership in Theory and Practice. This is the course book, so that was the only thing that I did use for this. Not only that, but also my personal experience.